So we went on a date last night to watch Busboys.
Busboys wanted.
You know Busboys hatch into.
What?
I'm here on my front porch to give a review of Busboys, and yet I think it's going to be the weirdest review ever given. Busboys might be the dumbest movie I've ever seen, and yet that was the whole point. I think this is the only time that I'll ever say this movie was so dumb, but I enjoyed myself watching it. The whole point of the movie is just nonsense comedy the entire time. I mean, it is a movie. There's a story. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. But this is hijinks and chicanery. The movie, to a higher degree than any other comedy movie I've ever seen. Like, if any other movie is a comedy movie, this is absurdist comedy movie. Which shouldn't be surprising when you know that David Spade and Theo wrote the movie. Really, I don't have anything to say. I don't have real critiques of the movie because it's not a movie. It's just jokes. The whole movie is just jokes with a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you laugh the whole time. We were laughing over ourselves, and everybody there was times you couldn't even hear what the characters are saying because you're laughing so hard. So, critiquing the movie isn't really fair because it's not meant to be. It's not a movie meant to be critiqued. It's a movie meant to be laughed at. But if you don't like Theo Von's brand of comedy, if you don't enjoy his podcast and you think it's dumb, you're really not going to enjoy this movie. If you try to watch this movie as a movie enjoyer, or if you try to watch this movie just as a movie, you're really not going to enjoy this movie. If you try to watch this movie as like my mom, you're going to say, oh, they said too many swear words. I didn't like that. You have to know what you're getting when you go into this movie. And for me, my expectations were met, but they really weren't exceeded. This movie was meant to be made by comedians, for comedians, and a real comedy movie because supposedly comedy movies these days aren't really funny. For me, I'm somebody who's never really enjoyed comedy movies to begin with. I think they're all over the top and just don't really serve me as a moviegoer. But I enjoyed this movie as different than a comedy movie. It's just absurdist. It's just meant to make you laugh. It's just a collection of jokes. Because the decisions that the characters make don't make sense. Nothing in the movie makes sense, and that's the whole point. I mean, there are entire scenes that don't come to anything. There's a scene with a bunch of rabbits that just goes nowhere. It's just meant to make you laugh. There's a scene where they go back to school. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just meant to make you laugh. You know, there's no moral. You don't leave the movie theater a better person. You actually kind of feel like a worse person. But again, that's just the point of this movie. So my advice would just be, don't expect much. Just go in and turn your brain off and laugh. And so, you know, I wouldn't even give this movie a score. I would just say, if you're gonna go, I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, thanks for watching.